friend. John McLennan here, and in this video I want to share with you how to play a blues classic. We're going to dive into Hideaway as recorded by Freddie King. Now this song is awesome for blues jams, and it's great for working on transitioning between lead and rhythm. And I'm going to show you how to combine basically a rhythm part with the melody so that you can get playing your own version of this song today. But before we dive into that, if you're new to the channel, I want to give you a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And when it comes to being able to play rhythm parts and then being able to play lead parts off of those chords, this guide is going to be one of the most useful pages you'll see for putting this together. And you can get it completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide. You can download it right there as my gift to you. So hope you enjoy that, and with that said, let's break it down. All right, so I'm gonna break this into 4-bar chunks, and we're gonna go through basically the melody to this song. We're in the key of E, and the first 4 bars sound like this. A 1, 2, 3. Then we're into bar 5 there. So what I did to start was play the 2nd string open, and then pluck it again, and then do a hammer to the 2nd fret on that same string. Then open 1st string. Then we're gonna slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the 1st string. So that's that classic theme. And I actually use all just my middle finger for that. Then what we're gonna do is go down to a blues rhythm pattern that's gonna sound like this. So what I'm doing there is playing open, low E, and the 2nd fret, and I'm using a little bit of palm mute when I play the rhythm part. So the melody cuts through on top, and then I kind of mute the rhythm so it tucks underneath. Here we're playing open 2 to open 4. So we're gonna go 1 and 2, because this hits on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3. So after we play 0-4, then Freddie does this thing where he'll just play like open strings. So instead of being really clean, like a typical blues rhythm pattern we might learn, he goes. And there I'm just kind of flinging those open strings in between as you change. And that's not something I would typically do. It's kind of a bit sloppy, but it sounds cool if you play it with conviction, like. Instead of, you just get the open in there. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So it's on those ands there. 1 and 2 and, that's the and of 2, 3 and 4 and then the and of 4, just in between that typical blues rhythm pattern. So all together so far, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we play the first theme again, but we expand on it a little bit. And that's what's so catchy about this song, is you have this theme, and then Freddie just kind of keeps coming up with different variations on it. So this starts the same way. Once we get up to that 4, then this time, we're gonna take that 4, pluck it again, slide it back down to 2, and then do a pull-off. It's a very common just articulation that tons of blues players do, especially in the key of E. That slide to a pull-off, then the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, open 1st string. Then again, we'll do that same blues rhythm pattern. Here we're just gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Same, just kind of straight blues rhythm pattern. But then on the and a 4, we'll play the open strings again and then back to the E power chord. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we play this repetitive figure that uses triplets and just goes. And that's hammering to the 2nd fret on the 2nd string, then open 1st string. That's the figure there. So 3 times, and you can proceed all of that with a 1 open B string. So 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So that's the first 4 bars. I'll put it all together with the pickup. Here's what it sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, then we get to the next 5 bars, and here we go to the A chord. We're gonna play this. So I'm starting on that A chord. I'm playing the open 5th string and the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now here we're gonna go. And this is a little variation. Instead of just going 2 to 4 like a typical, here we're gonna go and move that 2 to 4 and then to 5 and then back down to 4. It's a very common blues variation. But what Freddie does is he actually plays those open ghost notes in between like this. So that's 0, 2 to 0, 4, then the open strings, then 0, 5, then the open strings, then 0, 4. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and finish on the A, and then we're gonna play, which is actually the 2nd riff that we used earlier. So starting on the 2nd string, hammer, 2 slide to 4 on the 1st string, bring it back down. So. Then we go to E. That's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, that ghost note coming in on the last beat there, the and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we'll do the repetitive figure that we used in the 4th bar. Again, we'll go. So here's bars 5 through 8 all put together. 3, 4. Now we get to the last 4 bars. This is the turnaround. Here we're gonna bring in the 5 chord, the B7, and play this. So we're starting out on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So before we were doing this figure, then we go 2, 2, 2, 2, then slide 2 to 4, then open, then 2 pull off to open, then 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So that's. And I'm still doing all of that with just my middle finger. I'm really working it there. Then we do the repetitive figure again, this part. So that's 0, hammer to 2 on the 2nd string, then open 1st string. Now we're gonna get out of it like this. Very common blues phrase here. This is the open 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, back to that open second string. Then we're gonna do a trill, or a hammer, from open third string to 1. So it's, those are all triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Then we play a really cool Freddie King turnaround lick that I use a little rake on this. I go. So there I play the open first string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, then slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string. Then here I put my index finger down on the 3rd fret there of the 2nd string. And I do a backwards rake with my pick. I just kind of drag it through the strings. And then slide it down so you let go of that index. And we do that same kind of blues ornamentation we did earlier, the slide to the pull-off, right? That's an important one. And then land there on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So just sort of a throwaway there, a little drag through the strings. Then we're gonna play the first string on the downbeat there, 1 and 2 and here I think about a B7 here. So I play the first string and then the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Here's where I'm thinking B7. Open 2nd string and then the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And that's like part of my B7 chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So backing up here, the last 4 bars sound like this. And then right there, you can tie it back in with the top. So this is basically the opening melody here, that first complete chorus. So let's put it all together now. We're gonna play all 12 bars. Now remember, we're gonna start on a pickup. We're gonna count 1 and 2 and 3. Ba-da-da-da-da. So we come in after beat 3 there, the and of 3. Get set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. To A, 4 chord. Second fret. So have fun working on that lead part and that rhythm and combining it all together. Keep in mind, this takes time to learn. This is a pretty difficult guitar part here, bouncing back and forth between advanced lead stuff and cool blues rhythms. So rewind the video and go over any parts that are unclear. And to help you even more, make sure to pick up my fretboard guide. This is the exact system that Freddie King is using. It's going to show you the scales that these guitar parts come right out of and the chords that go with them, so you'll be able to put this system together and come up with your own leads and start improvising just like Freddie King. All you got to do is go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click the first link down below as my gift to you. So hope you enjoy that. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more blues guitar, check out this video next.